How are you doing, folks? Good evening. It's been a while since after I was on this late. It's almost my bedtime. We'll see how I'm feeling, what our viewer numbers look like, and how tonight goes. But I wanted to stream for a little bit since they're kicking us live. YouTube chat, if any of you have said anything, I am not looking. I haven't loaded it yet. Oh, look, there we go. It has the history in it, too. What's going on, Bill? So we've got some limited time purchases in here. Oh, this is interesting. Some of the cosmetics are different than what we had during the closed beta, or during the soft launch. I wonder if the soft launch stuff will come back around or not. The Mewtwo playmat is very, very intense. Lucas, thank you for the 71 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. What else do we have in here? Purchases for Pokegold. Okay, we've got Erica. Bloom. Hardsley versus... This is a cover and a backdrop. 2 different Erica coins. Adahlan, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. So the servers are up for people who are already installed and you don't need a VPN anymore. But it's not fully globally launched yet. Because I go to buy stuff and I've pulled my New Zealand account off and it tells me the item is not currently available in my country. Oh, that reminds me, I should put this on Do Not Disturb so notifications don't come up. And actually, I'm gonna cut away to me for a second. I forgot to, in my excitement, normally I close all my extra applications here, but let's do that real quick while the screen is not shared. Was there something in my inventory? That's a good question. Oh, I need to open my packs. Crap. Okay, wait. We'll continue looking in a second, but my packs are currently maxed, and my Wonder Picks are almost maxed. We're currently spewing. All right. We can open a booster. Sure can. All right. Our timers are currently not ticking. You can only hold 2 of them. Like most of these games, if you're gonna log in every day, the premium pass is probably the best thing you could spend money on. I am hunting for coughings and full art Weezings for cosmetics. It took me 3 big swipes to effectively have every card in the game. Mechanical card, so I'm missing cosmetics, but I have functionally every card in the game after about 300 USD. The first swipe gets you most of it, though. I was about 90% complete after the first swipe. And they added, we're gonna go through the shop here in a second. They added a bunch of bundles that discount things. So there were no bundle deals during the closing. So I need to sit down and run some numbers here. It'll probably be a video topic to cover on the YouTube side. Yeah, compared to a lot of card games, it seems very reasonable, Lucas. $100 for most of it is on the lower end of the price points for sure. Alright. So we had all bunk in those. Let's check the... Any value making comparison video between this game and Snap in your opinion? Not really. They're gonna be pretty apples to oranges in terms of most things. This game's card acquisition is way more similar to a traditional card game. Like, a comparison to this would be better comparison to something like Magic Arena or Hearthstone. But people in those games aren't. It's... The Snap community has a really weird obsession with the economy that I've not experienced in almost any other digital card game I've touched or engaged with. Titus, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Weezings, Coughings, and Frogadaires are what I want out of these. Doesn't look like we have any. My thing's gonna cap here, so I might just burn some and dig for a full art. I think there was a full art option in there. So the Wonder Pick, for people that haven't seen this game before, these are basically packs other people have opened. And then I can spend this Wonder Pick currency that builds up on a timer to get one of the 5 cards at random. So basically I have a 20%er to get one of the cards in this pack. Yeah, and if you're friends with people, the social elements, you can, you'll see, like, packs that your friends and stuff opened. What's going on, Gap? Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't know if it's gonna be a super long stream because I'm both old and I don't know what numbers will look like tonight, but I'm gonna log on and play for a bit. Oh, are there a new round of premium missions? That makes sense. Okay, I need to click through the shop. I wanted to open my packs. From the development team, I have an advanced ticket. This ticket cannot be used yet. Wait and see what it is for. Ooh, foreshadowing. Oh, wait, is that what? Okay, hold on. I need to dig around the shop. I think I misunderstood. So these, okay, so these are actually the same. I thought these were different, but this is the special shop, and then the limited time, these are from the premium pass. So these are basically premium pass cosmetics here that we'll acquire. Got it. Is it going to be hard to get into a gameplay? The gameplay is super easy to pick up. Once you can install the app, it is a really good onboarding tutorial experience. Yeah, there's a YouTube playmat and sleeve in here for our first season. It looks like the seasons are gonna be. Oh, that's okay. So that's interesting. So these have a 2-month timer on them. So the end of December. One of the other ones had a 90-day timer. Yeah, these have a 90-day timer. And data miners said that the next big set was going to be end of January, which would line up with this 92-day counter. The global launch is supposed to be in 1 hour and 40 minutes, according to the Japan Twitter account. Soon, TM. The servers are up. If you were in early, you could log in and see the servers now. Yes, Android and iOS. Premium Pass is the same as before. Alright, what are the I assume the Pokegold deals are better than these, so this is 30 for 3, and this is 72 for 10, and this is 12 for 1. So the $1 one's the best. This is 2 packs for $1. And are all of these better than the big one? So the big one is $6.90. So what, that's 69 Poke Gold for $1? No, that's not right. 6.9 Poke Gold for $1. Math. So it's 6.9 to 1. So this one is 7.2 to 1. There is no $50 option. I have a $40 option. Oh, that's interesting. So the bonus here is, this is $250 for 40. I assume the biggest one is the best. Yes, that's usually how it works. This is a bonus 25%. The top section does not have an expiration date on it. I assume these are a pop your spending cherry intro deal type things, like is common in these kind of games. And then what's the rate on this one? This is 120 for 23. Is that better than the $100 rate? What's the math on that? The $100 rate is 60. The $100 rate is 69 per $10. So this is not a good purchase for Poke Gold. This would be a you buy it if you want the cosmetics. I think this game is stellar and the gameplay is phenomenal. I've been really impressed with the actual gameplay. Global launches tonight. If you had early access, you can get back in. The servers are on now. It's supposed to go live on the app stores in 90 minutes. Hey, Arctic. I hope mom and little one are doing well. Rip your sleep schedule. They'll start sleeping eventually. Thanks for the year and a half of support. I'm downloading from the App Store in the US now. US account just said it's launched. All right. That sounds exciting. Game is out. Sick. Oh wait, let's see. I can just try and buy something, yeah? Maybe I need to relaunch. Hold on. Wait, or let me check if I have an App Store update actually, because this is still 1.0.5. I wonder if there's an update for it. It says the app. Mine still is coming soon. Just go ahead, Sticky. Thank you for the 2 months. All right, let me relaunch it and see if it'll let me buy stuff. Otherwise, I might need to reinstall it. What, Zeckles, what does your version say? Does your version say 1.0.5 still, or is there a newer version on it? It says at the top left when you. All right, let me go to the shop and see if it'll let me buy stuff now. Yeah, it still says unavailable. Maybe I need to reinstall it. You had to install the US version of the game. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna link to my Nintendo account really quick because this was previously linked to my New Zealand Google account. So, all right, it says I'm linked. I'm gonna uninstall and reinstall real quick. Hopefully we don't lose my progress. We should be fine. We're linked to 2 accounts. I am installing from Oh, that's the wrong one. It's my center screen. Installing from the store now. Oh, I have my thing cropped, so it looks ugly. But yeah, I'm installing natively. I have no New Zealand account on this device anymore. Yeah, it still says 1.0.5. I don't want to let you know what year I was born in, chat. That sounds scary. Yes, let me carefully read this terms of use and privacy policy really quick. Top to bottom. The game will now restart. Your account has been linked. $512 megabytes. That's so many bytes, chat. All right, I need to roll a Twitch ad while this is getting set up. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. So I explained the elevator pitch of this style of game. So it's Pokemon re-envisioned for the 21st century, Bill Epperson. Basically think someone asked themselves the question, what if we keep the good parts of Pokemon TCG, but like modernize the rest of it? So there's energy, but there's not energy in your deck, for example. I think Pokemon is better than Marvel Snap, or are they different games? They're very different style of games. Pokemon Pocket is a much more traditional style card game. In fact, one of the things we were talking about in the Pocket channel on the Discord server is one of the things playing Pocket reminded me of is how much I miss like tempo style gameplay in traditional card games, because Marvel Snap really just doesn't offer that experience. Oh, I have to collect new types of cards again now. Okay. Interesting. The themed collection's reset too here? No, these ones are permanent. Some of these I had already. Got it. It still won't take your freedom dollars. Let's check. Why won't you take my money, Pokemon? Why? Pokemon, take my money! Why won't you take my money, Pokemon? Hydra Master, thank you for the prayer. I'm sure it's just like slowly rolling out everywhere. It's gonna be there in a second. I don't need to buy anything. We have all of the cards. All right, let's hop into a game, shall we? We can talk through. I don't do like bare bone basics in every game that we play, but we can do a little bit more bare bones to start. I wanted to try this fighting deck, which is some more straightforward mechanics, anyways. So decks in Pokemon Pocket are 20 cards with two of each card as a maximum. They would have a link to just Pokemon Pocket channel. Yeah, I can drop that on the YouTube side. It's at Hoaglandia Pocket. We got a bunch of guides up there. Posted a video ranking EX and non-EX Pokemon, and then a guide talking about which is the best packs to be opening and why at the start. So you're always guaranteed to have a basic in your opener. Quick anatomy of a Pokemon card. They have HP in the top right-hand corner. They have an attack that takes energy and then does an effect. A lot of the more simple ones are just damage. My capture device is slightly off center. Let me reset it really quick. Apologies. Okay, fixed. Unlike traditional Pokemon TCG, there are no energies in your deck in this game. You have an energy zone where you see I have a fighting energy, and you get 1 energy every single turn guaranteed. If you're not familiar with the Pokemon IP, I know some of the regulars are not. Pokemon evolves, so this Sandshrew evolves into this Sandslash. It gets more HP and different attacks, but I can't evolve a Pokemon until it's been in play for 1 turn. I can, however, go ahead and scratch the crap out of this Kangaskhan. Pokemon cards have a weakness to different typings. So this Kangaskhan is weak against fighting type, so it took an extra 20 damage from my little scratch there. But it played a supporter card called Sabrina, which I actually have a copy of in my hand here too, which forces me to put up one of the Pokemon from my bench. Their Kangaskhan flips 2 coins, and it does 30 damage per head. So if they high roll here, they could OTK my Cubone. They rolled average. It only hit us for 30. So that's a lovely draw. That is the stage 1 for Cubone. I'm going to go ahead and Professor's Research here to draw 2 cards to start. We had an X speed. That would be very good for us. X speed, so your Pokemon have a retreat cost, which is how many energy you have to discard in order to swap them with a character on your bench. So this X speed lets me retreat Cubone without spending an energy. It reduces its retreat cost by 1. And this is good because my Sandslash has a deal 70 for 2, which is going to let me go ahead and knock out this Kangaskhan. The way you win a game of Pokemon Pocket is by acquiring 3 knockout points. Every time you knock out a regular Pokemon, you get 1 knockout point. And every time you knock out a more powerful EX classified Pokemon, you get 2. My opponent's Kangaskhan was going to get knocked out, so they decided to leave the game. Acquire some experience for a win. We can tap a thanks button. For my experience with other apps, iOS stores generally go live later than non-iOS stores. Yes, the cards in this game are not the same as paper Pokemon TCG. So someone commenting that research in paper Pokemon discards your hand to draw 7. Decks are only 20 cards here, so drawing 7 would be quite absurd. So Hitmonlee here actually can't attack their active Pokemon. Stretch Kick only kicks people on the bench. And they did not have any bench Pokemon up here. So Pokeball grabs me a random basic, so I have my adorable Cubone. I'm going to put an energy on Sandshrew, and then if we top deck an X speed next turn, we can get the Sandslash up and attack with it like we did in the last game. The game is supposed to release tonight on all platforms. Or today in Japan. So October 30th, but it's currently the 30th in Japan. There's a Weezing. This can poison my active Pokemon, which means it takes 10 damage every time the turn passes. If we draw an X speed, we're going to be in an incredible spot because the Sabrina can force up their backline Bulbasaur and then we can knock it out with Sandslash. Unfortunately, we missed on that. I'm going to go ahead and put an energy here and then we'll go ahead. Attacking ends my turn, so I don't quite want to do that yet. I'm going to evolve this. I'm going to put the Cubone out. I'm going to evolve this one. I'm going to go ahead and reach back into their bench and kick their Bulbasaur. Yeah, they added a bunch of good-looking cosmetics. So my Hitmonlee currently has the status condition Poison. So every time the turn passes, my Hitmonlee takes 10 points of damage back and forth. I am not going to do a super basic, this is how you play intro guide for this game. I think doing that is a waste compared to simply suggesting you go play, you just go play the tutorial. The tutorial does a very good job of teaching you how the game works. So it looks like my opponent's just using Weezing to stall, which is actually one of the reasons why I love Hitmonlee in this deck. Because Hitmonlee can punish them trying to stall by reaching into their backline and punching them. So I get to go ahead and stretch kick and crack this Bulbasaur again. Now, the grass deck does have a supporter that heals their target for 50. So they might have a way to pull this Bulbasaur up. The game is open globally now. It's rolling out on the app stores across the world as we speak. A number of people said they've already downloaded. You're gonna try Bloons Card Storm. It doesn't look like they're doing any promoting for that game, and none of the metrics for content I saw on Twitch looked good, so Bloons will probably be a pass for me. Yes, Giovanni only does 10 damage, extra damage to their active Pokemon, so it will not help while reaching back. Yeah, the shop doesn't appear to be available for everyone just yet. Backup Hitmonlee is fun. I think I'm just gonna keep trying to knock out this Bulbasaur, because if they don't find Ivysaur or another heal, we can put the Plant Dino in the ground next turn. I was able to purchase the premium pass. It sounds like maybe the stores are open. I will check after this game. I think this game is fun even if you are not a big Pokemon. I think they have created a mechanically good digital card game with this game. Alright, and there's the Ivysaur, which is scary. There's a good chance they've been sitting on a Venusaur, and I'm gonna be in trouble here. So Venusaur, one hits everything I'm playing, I think, and heals for 30, so. What's the play here? I think it's I think it's Sabrina to start. We're gonna take our first knockout point. I think the plan is try and high roll with this Marowak EX. This out. But I'll put a point on here. We'll retreat this back. Sand Slash will claim the knockout on Coughing. And then they're probably gonna get to put Venusaur EX up and knock out the Sand Slash. And then if Marowak can hit a 25%er and hit 2 heads, we should be able to knock him out. Or wait, do they heal? Their heal 30 might actually save them. Venusaur's got a lot of hit points. Yeah, it shakes out. Venusaur, highest HP tuned in the game, and then it heals for 30. I think we're torched here at this point. You need to have your account linked to your Google account or your Nintendo account to not lose your progress. So if I hit them down to 40 or 140, they'll heal up to 170 with their attack, and then Giovanni plus 2 heads would let us get the win here. I have a route to victory. It's only 25% and it requires them not to have a heal. But there's a line here. We each have 1 knockout point here. Yeah, 25% isn't 0%. We're gonna play it around. Ooh, punish for not burning the X speed. They reshuffled our hand and missing out the jail money now. I suppose this Venusaur doesn't one-hit the Marowak either though, right? Because even with Marowak's weakness to grass, it's only taking 120 here. Oh, I suppose we lose to a Sabrina, though, which is likely that they have. Sabrina forces me to switch up one of my bench Pokemon, and they knock out any of my bench Pokemon in a singular hit. Pointer. Okay, no Sabrina. No Sabrina means if I hit the 1 and 3 to draw Giovanni, and then I hit the 1 and 4 to get double heads, we can knock them out here. So we're 1 and 3 by 1 and 4, so we're 1 and 12 to win this game. Brick down the first 1 and 3. Good game, opponent. That's close. And considering, like, how bad that matchup seems for us, getting down to a couple of flips there at the end, I'm pretty happy with. To show off a couple of the things really quick here. So this is a collecting game, is one of the aspects of it too here. So if you're into Pokemon and good artwork, we've got a bunch of nice looking full art cards as chases for things. And then one of the other things you do is you get multiple copies, is you have flares for the cards. So I have 2 of these unlocked for my Rapidash, so they burn fire when they hit the board, for example. Is fun. And then where's the big one? So there are 4 immersive art cards in the game currently. Let's dive on into this Charizard here real quick. Gonna move in some audio. No one can tell you exactly what time the game comes out in your region. It's rolling out across all regions this evening. Songs under a gal. Yeah, the audio and the visuals have very different vibes too. Like this is the Mew. Very, very different from the Charizard. Come on, Mew. Bugged? Come on, dude. Weird. Alright, we'll go back to the Mew in a second. Mew is on a break. I was able to download inside of US Central. You can buy stuff now. I'll check that in a second. Yeah, buying stuff wasn't unlocked right away. I want to show the Mew if it'll work. Yeah, weird. It must have just been hung for some reason. The vibe on this one is so different than the others. Very big Paper Mario Yoshi Crafted World vibes. But it feels like the Flare type stuff they learned from like the card customization type stuff that Snap does, and then also iterated on it in ways that are interesting. Skips. That one, yep. Cool. Shop tickets. Alright, can I buy stuff? It still says unavailable in my country. Weird. I'm not in a rush, so I can sort it out later, but they did not have trading ready to go on lunch. Still says coming soon. So we don't know what the details look like on that just yet. So let's hop back into another game here, huh? I still can't buy Central US and Android. I assume similar to the actual rollout that's going to slowly happen across everything. First... game is already out! It's currently in the process of releasing this evening. None of those are the basic Pokemon I wanted for Christmas, gamers. I was hoping for a Cubone there so we can X-Speed back into the Marowak, but it is what it is. Yes, Japan originally announced 8 p.m. PT, which is an hour from now, so I assume their goal is to have everything on and up by then. I was pre-registered on Google Play and I'm logging in now. Yeah, it's slowly, they're having a slow roll this evening for everyone. So one thing that's noteworthy is that weakness and resistances don't apply to Pokemon on the bench. So if Hitmonlee is stretching to kick electrics in the back, it's not going to do extra. Shiny Pokemon is no. Nothing shiny Pokemon related to the gameplay currently. I think Hitmonlee would be too strong for an all-set made Pokemon. I mean, it'd be a lot better. Do you get a chance to open the other packs if you open Charizard? I don't understand what you mean. You are not locked into just the first pack you start with, if that's what you're asking. I'd love to stretch kick your 60 point basic here. Hey, quick tips for a new player. If you're logging in for the first time tonight, the #1 thing you should do before you start playing is make sure you check out my best packs to open video. Because the first pack you choose to open has an impact, and then there's different cards in each of the 3 packs that you can open from. You want to make sure you take a peekaboo at that to know which direction you want to build your collection in, ideally. I don't think I'm evolving the cube one on my bench yet in a Marowak. So if I had a Marowak EX, I might want to do that, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and take the opportunity to just bump off this dork on their bench. So, this 3 energy attack on here does 50 per heads on 4 coins. So it averages 100, which does line up well into my Marowak, unfortunately. The Gardevoir bundle is not a good currency bundle. The other bundles that are just Pokegold are better than the 100 Pokegold rate. This is unfortunately weak to lightning, not fighting. I think I have to swap up here and just hope they low roll a little bit. I mean, if you like how the Gardevoir cosmetic looks, it's fine to pick it up for cosmetic purposes. Our lack of Sand Slash and Marowak EX might be more dead here. Could have used a Sabrina to buy time. Yeah, I suppose. That doesn't do anything against an X speed, but makes them have it. The ticket explicitly says it's not useful for anything yet and will be useful in the future, so, as is often the case in card games, reading is essential. There are 100% enough free hourglasses to allow you to click around and do stuff in the client to collect enough cards to instantly get to level 3. So no, you definitely do not need to wait 12 hours to get to the game. This game does not have a PC client. It will be rolling out on app stores everywhere this evening. I'm streaming from my cell phone in my hand. As is almost always the case, the iOS store is slower than the Android store. We'll probably never get a PC client. That's what they said about Marvel Snap at the start, too. I ended up getting one just fine. A big 6 for the 10 months. Appreciate it. We switched off the fighting deck and then finally queued into Pikachu EX. Wake up, sheeple. $6.9 gold per dollar is the top one, $20.99. It's 690 gold for 100. Well, we have the full Pidgeotto line in hand, which is not bad. The problem here is they get to eat my Pidgey before I'm fully evolved, so I have to have them in play for a turn. We top deck a Rapidash. That would be very good for us. It would allow me to put the Ponyta up and survive a hit from this Pikachu. This Pikachu does 30 damage for each electric bench Pokemon they have, so it does 90 for one essentially. The rest of research is a nice pickup. It gives us a redraw here. neither of those are what we were looking for. Their Pidgey's not terrible. Please tell me Alakazam is good. Alakazam is excellent. I think I am gonna let them fry my backup Pidgey here. Because again, my characters have to be in play for one go round before they can evolve. So I would like to have this one on the bench so that way it can evolve into Pidgeotto next turn. The global launch for Pocket is this evening. Yep. They take their first knockout point here. First to 3 knockout points wins the round. I'll put my Pidgeotto up, my Pidgeot up. Pidgeotto notably has 130 HP. So even with its weakness to lightning, it's only going to take 110 from this Pikachu EX. Which means we're winning this race here. I have them clocked in 2 with my wing attack. And I'm attacking first. So them clocking us in 2 is too slow. Emmett, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Giovanni's not enough here. They only do 120 total. Giovanni does 10 extra. There's our Rapidash. And then actually here, I think the line is Rapidash, get our little fun flame cosmetic. Lovely. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and retreat here rather than give them the knockout on this. Because my Blaine on the back line here will give me 70 damage with the Rapidash to clear this Pikachu EX. And then notably, the EX Pokemon are worth more points. So we'll each have knocked out one thing here. But I'll claim 2 knockout points for knocking out the EX Pikachu. Or Debbie, thank you for the 64 months. Welcome back. Let's see if they have another Giovanni here. A lot of the times this deck will play 2 of those. Not. They got us down to 10. Blaine was the absolute best draw in our deck. So I get to go ahead and do 70 here, which sets us up for Pidgeotto to deliver that final knockout blow on the backswing. Have the retreat here. Oh, I guess Zapdos gives us a hard time, huh? Just the knockout here. Might be in trouble. I can't finish here. This is on 10. It's our last dork for now. Let's force them to switch. So Pidgeot has a Pokemon ability which forces my opponent to switch Pokemon every turn. Ponyta here, I can retreat to. Does this navigate us into a win? I think it might. Because we crack this for 20. And then they switch back to the Zapdos but can't knock out the Ponyta. And then my Pidgeotto can knock out any of their backline in one hit here. Oh, but the Pikachu EX gets us, yeah? Yeah, I don't think we had any lines here, huh? That was a close game. I wonder if I wonder if I want a Giovanni in this deck on top of the Blades. Just for the extra aggression. If I'd have had a Giovanni that game, we would have been able to put the Electrode down. If my audio is echoing, it probably means you have my stream open twice. I'd have to give up an X speed for the Giovanni. Yeah, I saw some of them running a Giovanni. Well, let's give that a try. Makes the opponent play around more breakpoints. The global launch is happening now. It's rolling out on app stores everywhere. First, Ponyta is lovely when going first. If we can find a Rapidash. Not the start we're looking for. When you go first, you do not get to attach an energy on one. So you have first evolution advantage, but not first energy advantage. A lot of the more aggressive decks like Pikachu X prefer to go second because they want to start getting energy online ASAP. Rapidash I wanted for Christmas, but I can get a Pidgey on the bench to start working towards an evolution here. Lovely. I will not be manually updating a deck list on my screen for the overlay. Yeah, it's not. The juice is not worth the squeeze for that. This deck list and a lot of deck lists that I've worked on have highlights over on the Pokemon Pocket YouTube channel. If you're looking for a place to dive into deck lists, that's a great way to be. I think we're nice and toasty again without a Rapidash. Yeah, it would mean it would mean stopping to update a graphic every time I edited anything in the deck list I was playing to. It'd just like not really be tenable. Some Greninja. Anything changed for the pre-release? There are some bundle deals in the shop and some new cosmetics. But no like extra card releases or promos or anything like that. Yeah, I like the Dark Brock deck. Let me give that one a try. We're gonna switch through a bunch of things tonight. I already have like some deck highlights queued up, so I'm not really like farming for content, for lack of a better term. It's funny that we've unironically hit 3 Pikachu decks in a row after I switched off the Sandslash deck. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Ant-Man, thank you for the 20 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. The early community tournaments we had for this game during the soft launch give the implication that the Pikachu EX deck is probably the best deck in the current format of cards, but not by a wide margin. And Executor, but notably, so this is the downside to playing a two-color deck, is that you'll note that there is not a Grass Energy coming up here. I know if we will, I know we won't have a Grass Energy next turn, essentially. Oh my gosh, you just shuffled away my hand and gave me a shot at Greninja. Please, Greninja. Please, Greninja. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm a little sad I didn't play the Executor out, but we take those. Red card. Red card is one of the more contentious cards in the community. A lot of people seem to really like it, but I think it's largely mediocre because of things like this, where they literally just fixed my hand. Thank you, opponent. Still not a Grass Energy in sight, huh? Now, unfortunately, Greninja is weak to lightning, and it does not have 130 HP like the Pidgeotto. So because I haven't had a Grass Energy, we do get knocked out by a Giovanni here on the Pikachu. And then that'll probably be the game due to how the rest of it's folded. But if they don't have a Giovanni, we're in a pretty good spot here. With no Grass Energy on the top of our energy pool here, we're gonna have to just pack it in. We had a Executor coming up, we might have had a shot. Alright, gamers, it's about that time. Danny Bezos needs his dollars, and so do I. We'll see you in 120 seconds after some ad rolls for some more gameplay. As always, if you want to dodge the ads on the channel, consider subscribing, even for free, with a Prime Gaming sub. Otherwise, we'll see you in 120 seconds. Don't go anywhere. No word on a ranked ladder, and honestly, I'm super glad that there's not ranked in this game. I think reinforcing the idea that you can play games purely because you enjoy playing the game is a good thing that more people need. Ranked ladders are incredibly predatory, and they give people tough psychological restraints that make them feel bad for playing or not playing. Yeah, I think Weezing's great. Stop throwing that F word around again. Playing the game for fun. Any idea what the ticket in our mailbox is for? Well, it said it'll be used later, so no, I have no idea. Yep, Pocket is currently in the process of rolling out live for everybody globally. A lot of gamers in chat commenting if they have it queued up. Some others saying they're still waiting. It doesn't sound like has anyone on iOS gotten it yet? Or is everybody on iOS stuck in purgatory? I have not played Weezing Greninja. I should do that at some point. I don't think I have it loaded though. I was able to download an iOS just now in Australia. iOS in the UK hasn't. Okay, cool. So it is rolling out slowly there for everyone as well. What I like about the game, I like that the gameplay is fast and punchy. I like that the deck building decisions feel relevant because your deck is small, so you feel impactful in the decisions that you choose. I like that the gameplay is very face-up on the board, so there's a lot of predicting what your opponent's going to do 1 or 2 lines ahead. Going second, Farfetch'd is very powerful when going second. Going second means we have first energy advantage, and Duck slaps in the literal sense, just starts cracking for 40 right away. Farfetch'd is one of the characters I called out in my best non-EX Pokemon roundup today. Can splash into a lot of decks as an early pressure applier. Yes, Android, and iOS are the platforms for this one. But instead I got Pet Lily, so probably Bulbasaur stuff. I think Venusaur is a harder matchup for this deck. The Venusaur deck lines up very poorly against Charizard and Mewtwo, so I think it's a kind of a mediocre meta deck, but it's very good against a lot of the single prize decks I've been brewing, because these decks tend to have lower individual damage attackers. I swear there's grass energy in my energy zone. Not that you would ever know from the games that we've played. Hey, tips for people who've never played Pokemon TCG. Make sure you go through the optional extra tutorial stuff. It will not only give you extra prizes, but also teach you more of the basics about the game. We're going to have Greninja on curve, even if we continue to never have a grass energy. So every turn, your energy zone has equal probability to give you any of the energies that are in your energy zone. So we're 50-50 every turn. So our, 6-turn streak of no grass is incredibly unlucky. This game's probably done at this point with the Greninja on curve. Greninja has a super powerful Pokemon ability. It's one of the big reasons to play it. Its Water Shuriken lets you put 20 damage into anything on the opponent's side, even while it's on our bench. So we'll get to go ahead and tap this for 20, and then the Duck will crack it for 40. There is no automated Dex Commander tool for this game, so there will not be a way to add a Dex command. This is mobile only, so there's no automated tracking. I will not be taking the time to manually update a deck list when I'm bouncing in between decks. Some people on iOS already have it. It depends on what your region is. It's supposed to be out everywhere in the next 45 minutes. Oh, I'm starting on grass energy. That's exciting. I didn't know that was possible. I kind of don't want to start on Executor EX, though. Oh, a Mewtwo deck. There's been a lot of Pikachu so far tonight. Mewtwo and Pikachu have been the two most popular decks in the community tournaments that have happened so far, with Charizard being a close third. I would like one Froakie, please. Another egg? Best I can do. So I can't evolve this turn. My characters need to be in play for a turn before I can evolve them. Decks are exactly 20 cards. You can play 2 copies of each card. A lot of the time, you're going to want to play 2 copies of everything. However, like my Executor EX here, I only have 1 copy of, so I have 2 regular Executor. The opponent bricked on their Mewtwo and decided to leave. That deck's pretty inconsistent at being able to do that. I usually tap the thanks button after a game, but when people leave without barely playing, I won't. Are the booster packs equally good, or do some have better cards? There are different cards in each of the different packs, which is why I would recommend the very first thing you do before you start checking out the game is make sure you check out my best packs video. I give you a breakdown with all the information you need to decide which pack is best for you to start opening. Far-fetched while going second. That's exactly what we want. I like the art. I think they've done an excellent job with the range of art in the game. A lot of the full arts are very good looking. Starting far-fetched on 1 while going second is our best possible opener against Mewtwo. He gets to put an immense amount of pressure on their lead Pokemon very quickly. So they have a Pokeball here, so this should get them their Mewtwo EX. The way the Mewtwo EX dex works is Mewtwo has a very powerful 4 energy attack that takes a while to get to. And then Ralts' full evolution Gardevoir lets them attach extra energy. Mewtwo deals 150 for 4, but discards 2 energy in order to do that. Oh man, if this gives us a Froakie, which is 40%, we're in such a good spot. Eggs. Eggs aren't a terrible pull with the Executor EX in hand and the Grass Energy on deck. So, the immersives are the second most rare thing you can pull for a pack, with the most rare actually being this gold-looking background setting we have here. They have an X speed, so I assume they're going to switch up to a Mewtwo. They evolved this into Krillia, so they're 1 away from Gardevoir there. I think it should be the opposite. So I think the reason why they have the gold ones be the most rare is they want the immersive arts to be accessible enough for people to actually enjoy and have in their collection. No Greninja is really sad. There's a little on the fence here about whether or not I should put the Executor EX up to start. Remember, EX Pokemon come with an associated risk, so when they get knocked out, your opponent collects two knockout points. If they have the Gardevoir on curve here, I'm going to be sad about putting the Executor EX up, because it means they're going to be able to knock it out in 2 turns. No Gardevoir here is big deal for us. It means we're winning this race pretty solidly. Please, please, just a crumb of frog. A crumb of frog, game. There's an adorable frog. So it's gonna take us some turns, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there eventually. Losing these flips feels real bad. So this does 80 if we hit heads. It does 40 if we hit tails. Can they brick on Gardevoir? If they hit on Gardevoir, the game's probably over. Based on the number of tails we hit. That's a research. Everybody clench. I'd have to be pretty unlucky to not hit the Gardevoir here. Yeah. So, Gardevoir's passive lets them attach an extra psychic energy. If I'd have had the Froakie 1 turn sooner, we might have had a shot here. But because the Froakie can only go into Frogadier this turn, we will not have enough to finish this. And they're going to be able to ramp this up and deal 150 every turn. You think this game will have a variety of decks that are viable? I think so. There's like, let's say 4 EX meta decks right now, and then I think there's a variety of single knockout point decks like this one that I'm playing that are reasonably competitive into them. Hey, thanks, Monty. I also think, yeah, we're very much first set. There's a number of cards in the first set for this game that are very clearly waiting for other cards to release in future sets. That's very common in TCG game design, Where, like, you're explicitly building for the future, basically. So Articuno EX is probably the weakest of the three birds, but it explicitly gets to be played with the supporter Misty, which can give it a lot of extra energy very quickly. I would like to maximize my chance of finding Executor, which means I want to research before I Pokeball. Swing and a miss. Well, Zapdos is easy. Zapdos is very reasonable inside of the... Zapdos is very reasonable inside of the Pikachu EX deck. So the grass energy to start here aren't terrible. One of the reasons why Frogadier / Greninja are good in two-color decks is they attack for colorless energy. So even when we're starting on grass, Frogadier and Froakie get to get their attacks in, which is really nice. We really want to find a Executor here. Perfect. Okay, so I get to go Executor. And I'm actually... so I don't have any water energy yet, but I'm actually going to have 2 Greninjas on curve here, which means I get to start railing them with these Water Shuriken. Regular Executor is very similar templating to Executor EX, only it does 30 with the chance to do 30 more. Assuredly, we're going to hit heads at some point tonight, yes? Yes, Executor EX, a regular Executor is significantly less risk than Executor EX because it explicitly, or it only gives them 1 extra knockout point. Giovanni is a big deal here because it means that their Blizzard next turn knocks out my Executor. That being said, I have a Sabrina here to force up one of their backline Pokemon. And both their backline Pokemon here have a retreat cost of 2. Frog's out. Colorless energy, so we start charging this up. And let's start Water Shurikening this Articuno that's got damage marked on it. Step on him, Daddy Eggs, come on! My record for tails in a row so far in this game is 9. I hit 9 tails in a row with a Kangaskhan at one point. So that's only 4. An Executor dealing 30 for 1 is still pretty close to on rate, so even when you're low rolling, it feels fine. Do they have the double X speed? Oh my gosh, they do. But like, the double X speed here isn't even that good for them, right? Because they're gonna like take the knockout on this Executor, and then my Greninja comes up and puts them in the dirt. So like, they're getting their first knockout point here, but I'm about to take all of their energy off the board, meaning they lose all of their tempo, and I pick up 2 knockout points, knocking out their EX. So attacking ends your turn, so we want to make sure to go ahead and get our Pokemon abilities in before we attack. Yes, Executor is what I refer to as a frontline or starting Pokemon. It does exactly that. It takes some hits while also putting up some damage while you set up your stage 2s in the back. And the water energy came right on time. It was our 4th energy, but that was soon enough. Been watching too many VODs. I just tried to fast forward because this game is over. Ooh, Misty. If they hit on this Misty and I brick on a water energy, we could lose. Is Executor the highest HP non-EX Pokemon? It's the highest Stage 1 HP non-EX Pokemon. Dragonite has 160 HP as a Stage 2 non-EX. $750 people in here at 9 o'clock at night? That's impressive. For anybody that's new, dropping by the channel for the first time, checking out things after Pocket's release, I normally stream during a normal work day. Usually here like 9 to 5 Central Cornfield time. This is very much outside my normal hours. Super Freak! Thank you for the 25 months. I appreciate that. Execute is an excellent pull. We need to find a an X speed. I'm actually gonna go ahead and Sabrina them here for tempo, because it makes them have an X speed in order to attack us with the Pikachu on too. Although I suppose they could just put an energy on the Zapdos and crack us down. Let's see what they do. My client also wouldn't let me spend money. I assume that's also slowly rolling out. Some other people said they were able to spend. I have not been able to yet. So the second grass energy here is actually really, really good for us, because it means I can retreat this back to the Executor and still have a grass energy to attack with this next turn. But I need to pull the Frogadair out so it doesn't get KO'd. Frogadair is a great draw here as well, because it means I get to curve into Greninja as soon as possible. So Pikachu EX is the ideal starting attacker for them. It's just 30 for each of their benched electric Pokemon. And you can see here they did not put an energy on Zapdos, because they're not going to be pressuring us with that long term. They're going to be switching to the Pikachu. So I am going to start putting damages on this Pikachu that has the energy in the back here. I assume they're going to switch out of this Zapdos next turn. And our 110 HP left here is notable, because it means that this Pikachu EX, even with the Giovanni, does not cut through my egg. They're spreading their energy out. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because hitting me with Peck one more time lets the Pikachu knock me out in one anyways. Tracks. Another Execute's actually pretty solid for us, because it means I can set up another Executor for after this one goes down. Sugar, this one's going down. I think I Greninja the Zapdos, because that way if I hit heads on this Executor, I can put the Zapdos in a trash can with one Greninja ability next turn. Cool. I think there is plenty of room for skill expression in Pokemon Pocket. I've really enjoyed my time playing games and learning how to min-max things. Would 2 Executor EX not be better than the 2 normal ones? No. And this is exactly why. When they knock out my regular Executor, they get 1 knockout point. When they knock out my Executor EX, they get 2. So the only reason Executor EX is in this deck at all is because you want to be able to finish on it after they've taken two single point knockouts. But the strength of a deck like this is largely related to the fact that your opponent's going to have to knock out 3 of your Pokemon. Do I want to Sabrina them here? I don't think it matters. I might be useful later. You're one of my regulars who's seeing this gameplay and you're like, I want to understand this more. I'd recommend just giving it a download once it hits your app store. The in-game tutorial is very solid. Is there a crafting in this game, or is there only pack openings? Every time you open a pack, you get a pack point, which can be used towards crafting. Duck. Old viewer for the Magic days, where your streams on YouTube are taking me through a lot of undergrad. Ended up moving to Australia for med school, so my time zones make the stream a no-go. But I hope you and your family are doing well. I'm gonna check out this game because I've gotten into a bit of a Pokemon kick. What's going on, Penguin? Good to see the old timers. Yeah, honestly, my kids are all doing great. My oldest is 10 now. The last 2 years doing Snap content were the best financially I've ever done making content. And they were a lot of fun too. That was a good Sabrina from them, yeah. I could win on a coin flip heads, right? I could win on a heads here. Little gambly. Oh! I had the Sabrina. This is only a coin flip because I messed up, chat. With the Sabrina in hand, I could have put the Greninja up. Okay. We missed the flip. We missed the flip, but it's like so easy to like tilt over a flip here. When I was 100% if we were paying attention. I was BSing with chat. So we had Sabrina, and I could have put the Greninja up, seeing their 80 hit pointers. And now we're 0%. I'm through both my Sabrinas, and they are at 2 knockout points. GG opponent. Small mistake on my part there. Can't retreat the Executor because there's a 3 retreat cost. We could have drawn the second Greninja. Ooh, good call. Good call. We did have one out. My day was swell, man. We're going second. No grass energy for the Execute's little sad. I will play a Weezing deck after this one. I haven't played any Weezing yet tonight. He's one of my other favorites. We have the full frog line in hand, sans the Froakie, so hopefully we can spike one of those in the first turn here. Yes, the premium pass is your best dollar for stuff in the game for sure. X speed would be a lovely draw, so we can switch into the Farfetch to crack them. Froakie? Such an unfortunate series of hits there. No Froakie, no X speed, no grass energy. This game does not have deck codes. It's definitely the #1 quality of life feature it needs. still not a... I'm going to evolve this just in case they're playing red card. That shuffles our hand away. They have a dark energy on top, so this Weezing's going to start tackling, but it still takes it 2 tackles to get through the Farfetch, which gives us time to get Greninja online. So Weezing's Pokemon ability poisons your opponent's active Pokemon. Similar to Executor, Weezing is one of the better starting Pokemon as a stage 1. It's got a lot of base HP, and it hits for a reasonable amount of damage, attacking for 30, and then the poison hitting for 10 each turn alternation. The grass energy exists. That's exciting. And our 60 HP breakpoint works out perfectly here because it means that we don't get knocked out until their turn passes again, so they can't attack to put damage on something else in the back. Koga, another powerful part of Weezing, lets them pick Weezing back up to their hand, effectively giving them a reset here. Put the Executor up here so we can start cracking. What decks would you recommend for first-time players? I'd recommend playing with decks that you have cards that you open for. Really, what decks you're gonna have her to depend on, which packs you're opening. I will have a video up tomorrow morning on the Hooglandia Pocket channel covering budget decks that come from a single pack, so like all cards from Pikachu pack or Charizard pack or Mewtwo pack. That'll have some specifics that you get some idea based on which cards you open or craft. If we hit on heads next turn with the Executor, we can clear this Weezing, which would be nice. Fetched. Again, putting the Farfetch'd out. I'm gonna put a Water Shuriken into the Weezing, so that way, if we hit on the heads with the Executor, it gets knocked out. Always a bridesmaid. Yeah, use your hourglasses to open more packs if you're stuck before level 3. All hourglasses do is open packs. You should spend them to open more and advance more level. There's enough. Like most of these games, there's enough free stuff at the start to keep you clicking around doing stuff. If you feel like you've hit a wall, it's probably because you missed a click on something somewhere. Do they have another Koga is the question. They do not. They started powering up another Kadabra in the back line. I have another non-grass energy on top. Is it worth holding hourglasses for future sets if you're mechanically card complete? That is what I'm doing. I have like 200 hourglasses on my account since I have all the cards. Small scale, thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, not if we would have drawn our X speed there, we would have retreated the Executor for sure. Haven't found it yet this game. The Alakazam pull here probably means we're dead. Alakazam unfortunately puts our frog down in 1. No grass energy 2 here is also very bad for us. Oh, I don't have the other frog in there yet either. Alright, there's a world where they've bricked on their second Alakazam and second Koga, right? Is the line with that heads? A pathway exists, but it's unlikely. Because their Alakazam's dealing 90 to this Executor, so the Koga's lethal here. Because we're poisoned. I was gonna let them do their attack, but instead I take other game actions. Turn. Alright, gamers, have an ad roll. We're gonna play something else when we return. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. How much does it cost to open up packs to be collection complete? It took me about 300 USD worth of packs. Let's play a Monocolor deck when we return. After that wonderful bit of variance. Am I old yet? Always, Yuki. Thank you for the almost 4.5 years. Welcome back. Did you like the Fearos in the Gengar deck? They were okay. I don't know. So the problem with like playing Clefable is that like, and the kind of the problem with like that Gengar line and like Beedrill in general is it feels like you need other Pokemon to be worth setting up to have. Like you want a 2 or 3 energy Pokemon to put stuff on, so otherwise you just like get to a point where you just like don't have something valuable to put energy on. The first 100 got me like 90% complete actually. You'll get most of the non-EX stuff, it felt like. But there's some variance in it too. One of the things that's gonna be important that trading will do is that if you low roll your packs in this game, it feels a little bit bad, right? Because it is just pure variance. There's no pities or anything like that. So you can just open like 6 of the same EX and none of another one. It's definitely like a thing that can happen. When you download and install the game, it's very, very clear that there are 3 different booster packs you're opening from that correspond to the booster pack pictures in the video. It's literally the first thing you will be doing. What's going on, Bulga? Yeah, we had the game release. I don't know if we're gonna do a super long stream tonight. This is off cycle for me, and I'd like to do a nice full stream tomorrow. Sign on for a little bit at least. So we're going first here, which is good for us when we have the Weezing in hand. Going first means you are at an energy disadvantage, but you have an evolution advantage. So we'll get to evolve Weezing and crack with it first. There is a 10 maximum hand size. Coughing, get it evolved, hit the gas in the literal sense, and the figurative sense too, let's be honest. I'm hunting for my 2nd Venusaur EX for a week, and I'm up to my 5th Mewtwo EX. Yeah, see, like, the trading system, if implemented right, letting people, like, offset that kind of variance will be important. I do not expect I'll be trying out any other non-sponsored games in the short term with Pocket releasing. Can you explain what would make you want to go first versus going second? So, stage 1 Pokemon with 1 energy attacks are the biggest advantage that going first has in this game. They're setting up this muck to crack us, and I don't have my Koga. I think I'm gonna Sabrina them because they have the way they're playing is they have a Koga to reset this Weezing, so my damage doesn't matter. So by Sabrina and forcing them to switch to something else, I'll either require them to have an X speed or get to put poison on something at least. So this muck is gonna get to put down my Weezing here, unfortunately, but let's stack some damage up at least. I've opened 5 regular Charizard, an immersive, and a crowd rare, and still not a Starmie. Yep. That'll happen. They took 10 from poison down to 80. I cracked them to 40. They go to 30. If we hit a Wiggly Poof here, I think there's only Wiggly Poofs in my deck, right? I think I'm on 1 far-fetched. So they get to knock my duck out, but then I get to knock their muck out, and then we have a little bit of an energy advantage. But they're on a match point advantage. Second match point. I have not been able to purchase anything yet, but I also don't need to purchase anything because I have all this stuff already. I don't know that Wiggly Poof's going to be able to push through here. But they're advantageous start. So depending on where you are, the game is out in your app store now. Number of folks who are downloaded. It doesn't sound like it's absolutely everywhere. It's supposed to be everywhere within the next 10 minutes. So we'll see how that works out. be the death of us in the literal sense. So Arbok, very good tempo controlling card. Locks our Pokemon in here, so I can't even retreat out the Wiggly it's gonna be. Gonna go down in 2. You get Gyarados Torque. I don't think Gyarados is a playable Pokemon Pocket card. I think Gyarados is only good when you high roll with the Misty, and if you're gonna high roll with the Misty, there's better cards. There's better cards to do. Can you show a Weezing Grenadulus? I don't have one of those in my deck editor. But it's also, like, really not that complicated, right? You just, like, put the Pokemon lines in and then the trainers that work. The only question is, like, do you want to play a Farfetch'd or not? Probably. Farfetch'd is lovely. No, I think I'll probably stick with the whale Pokeball cosmetics that I have. I think pulling on the Pikachu pack is the absolute worst first pack you can pull on. As detailed in the pinned link. So they red carded me on 1 and it worked out for them. Thankfully they don't have anything else going on, so I'll just give them a snoot boop here. The card back here is super clean. Yeah, it's the Mega Whale card back. The black card back and border are the whale cosmetics in this game. So people are talking about bundles in the store. If you're looking to min-max spending, the 3 Pokegold bundles at the top are the best rate you could buy Pokegold for. So if you're gonna spend any amount of money, that's your first $13. Although, I guess, how does it compare to the daily login pass? The daily login pass is technically 30 packs for, is it 10 bucks? And 30 packs is 180. So the daily login is 180 gold worth of packs. Okay, the subscription is still the best by a lot. If you're spending past the subscription, you buy the 3 of these things first. This bundle is not a good rate for buying strict gold if you're whaling, but it's fine for cosmetics. It's worth noting that if you are gonna buy a small amount of gold, it's the same amount of gold as the 20 gold pack, but with cosmetics. But the rate of Pokegold in here is worse than the rate of buying Pokegold at 100 a pop. So if you're someone who's whaling for account progress, buying the big Pokegold is a better rate than buying this bundle. So the only reason to buy this bundle is if you want a Gardevoir coin and cosmetics. Hey, let me give them money yet. Oh, it is unlocked. Yeah, earlier it was telling me I couldn't buy money. All right, hold on. I'm gonna buy the little ones. I don't need the Pokegold, but I have 5x play points on right now, so you might as well. It's all a business expense, chat. That means it's basically free, yeah? That's how that works. You are limited on how much Pokegold you can spend on packs per day. It's a little more than 100 USD that you could spend. Oh, and hey, look at that. After I buy the bundles, they just disappear from the shop instead of there being 800 completed bundles at the bottom, like in Marvel Snap. The bonus Pokegold comes via your thing, so don't forget to claim that here too. Check my Wonder Picks real quick before we dive into the next game. I'm looking for Frogadiers, Coughings, and Full Art Weezing. Nobody opens Frogadier, chat. It's the real ultra rare. There's never Frogadiers in here. So to explain whaling in this game, the reason why I'm looking for Frogadiers is for cosmetics. So I can exchange 2 Frogadiers for the cosmetic in here, with the top cosmetic being this nice swirly flare. So I have 3 Frogadiers right now. So I would like 3 more in total. So I can... Now, some people would tell you that we're going to turn the extra Frogadiers into glue to turn them into this border flare. I would never tell you that I'm turning Pokemon into glue, but some people would make that comparison. And then the way you get the super rare cosmetics in this game, I talked about my whale board and my whale coin. The way you get the super rare cosmetics is by turning your extra full arts into things. So like this Ditto, for example, I'm never going to play a Ditto. I don't need a flare on it. I hit the obtained flare, and rather than turning it into one of these, which there's some nice ones in here, look at that. Little hearts for my Ditto. So we'll turn this one into a premium shop ticket here. You can only turn your 3rd plus copy of a card into cosmetics. So you can't turn your 1st or 2nd one into it. You can never get rid of a playset, basically. And then these premium tickets for breaking down the full art rares turn into stuff in the shop. So like the big fancy game board. You can buy a premium ticket for 300 tickets. What kind of tickets? What do you mean 300 tickets? Where? What does that mean, Gap? That's something I'd miss in the regular shop. Oh, really? Did they add that? Oh, that's new, right? Okay, so long term you can grind it out. But that's forever, right? You only get 6 of these tickets per day? What's 300 divided by 6? That's 50? So it's 50 days to get 1 special ticket this way, and then 50 times 26. It would take you 1,300 days to grind out special shop tickets this way in order to get the premium game board. And I mean, 1,300 days, that's only like 3 years and some change, chat. You're gonna grind that out any day now. Any day. It's coming up real soon. Second. I love to lead on Farfetch while going second, chat. It slaps. It feels like I need 1 more bait rather than grinding, yeah. So, unironically, Farfetch is our best possible start against Mewtwo. Mewtwo takes a little bit to get set up, especially when they're at the energy disadvantage of going first, and we're just gonna start cracking them for 40 right away. What would win, chat? One perfect genetically engineered Pokemon or one leaky boy? That leaky boy. Although that's a coughing. Do I switch to the coughing so that way if we hit Weezing? No Wigglypoof is said. I can always switch to it next turn, right? So it's the same amount of damage because the Mewtwo's weak. It's still 40 for one. This Farfetch'd opener is truly quacked. Remember which of the full art cards you sent through the wood chipper to get those points? Nah, they all the glue looks the same eventually. Alright, if this finds a Weezing, they're in a real bad spot. Ah, unlucky. Good golly. No Jigglypoof and 2 Wigglypoofs. We opened like 6 full art Rapidash on day 1. Yeah, I even turned 2 Rapidash into premium flare for my Rapidash, so I like the blade deck. The game is supposed to be out everywhere now. We're past the 10 Central. Out on iOS in the States. Maybe they'll red card us into a Weezing. Here's hoping. No Giovanni, one-time dealer. Nailed it. Oh my goodness. Existence is suffering. My bottom 8 cards are 2 Weezings, 2 Jigglypuffs, a Professor's Research, and a Koga. Then one other card I'm not thinking of. Give him the gas. I got full variant complete tonight and took over 2,000 packs. All right, Johnny, I'm just going to tell you the rules here. If you open 2,000 packs in Pokemon Pocket, you've got 5 minutes to subscribe to my Twitch channel before we time you out. If you got $2,000 for the Pokemon Company, you got 5 buckaroos for your favorite Pokemon Pocket Twitch streamer. Oh, you're on Metafy. See, gamers? Easy. Easy. Oh my goodness. Where are my Weezings, game? Where? Where are the Weezings? Where are the Weezings? I think it's really funny for someone calling me it's so funny how content creators can't win. Calling me a sellout for playing a different game that brings me joy rather than continuing to play Marvel Snap all the time. If anything, the sellout behavior would be continuing to only play Marvel Snap when it wasn't bringing me much joy. So this isn't sponsored, gamers. I'm playing Pokemon Pocket because it's fun and sweet. TCG gamers, by the way, are some of the most weird, defensive, culty nerds in the gaming space. Like, it's okay to like more than one card game at a time. That potion while my Weezings are buried. Jeff sold out 2 years ago and he switched from Magic to Snap. That's... Holy forking shirt balls. Alright, well, unfortunately, we're dead at this point. I guess, am I... I guess I can retreat to here and do this. I think we're still just dead, though. The problem is, if I knocked out the Gengar this turn, this Mewtwo EX comes up and immediately puts down my Wiggly because of Gardevoir Psy Shadow. I can't, I'm not even in a position where I can win flips with Wiggly here. Because the Mewtwo, Wiggly only has 140 HP. The Mewtwo just threatens to put it down in one. And I have their second match point, so we're done. Yeah, Pocket should be out absolutely everywhere now. As of this hour. No, 1 gold is 2 hourglasses. An hourglass shortens your weight by an hour, a gold shortens it by 2. So it's 3, it's 6 gold to 1 pack. We think you'll do viewer submissions. You got a viewer submission for me for Pokemon? I'll take it tonight. We'll do some building. Trolling Panda, thank you for the absurdly generous tier 3 and for the 24 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think the people assuming assets they found in the client that imply that ranked is going to exist aren't guaranteed to be ranked. Well, it's our first Charizard matchup. This one can be tough. So the way Charizard works is Charizard ramps up and has a big attack for 4 energy, and Moltres' Inferno Dance helps accelerate onto it. I have not done a leaks review video because there's other stuff I wanted to do that was more time sensitive, like beginner content. Sorry, did I say Moltres helps them ramp up? I meant that does absolutely nothing. It passes the turn. Ooh, come on, capture card. Collection builder rounds. I don't think I want to do collection builder rounds. I think the Pokemon builder rounds are gonna be you give me two Pokemon lines and I'll build from there. Yeah, Weezing is glued to the bottom. Raichu with no EX Pokemon. Yeah, we can build some Lieutenant Surge. Sounds lovely. Alright, well, another coughing is nice because this active one's about to eat trash. I think it's better to run Singleton Ninetales or Singleton Rapidash in... Or Singleton Magmar or Singleton Farfetch'd in Ninetales Rapidash. I don't know. It's a good question. Equally likely to draw Weezing and regular Jigglypuff, so... Alright, 2 research, 2 decent stage 1s. I did! Yeah, we'll start with that one after. Some Lieutenant Surge sounds great. Alright, if we hit regular Wiggly here, we get to knock out their Moltres EX and catch up in match points, which would be great. There's regular Wiggly. This is why we play a split, because sometimes you need a Hyper Voice for 2 in a pinch. So, more powerful EX Pokemon give us 2 match points when we knock them out. And this draw here means that if we hit Sabrina and they don't have Charmeleon, we get the win next turn. I'm sad there was nothing changed from the the soft launch to the global launch. They added some cosmetic stuff, but I wasn't expecting them to add anything too crazy, right? Like, the people that are just coming in, everything's new to them. They're in no rush. Okay, so 1 in 9 to draw Sabrina and win the game on the spot. Assuredly, the way our Weezing variance is going, we're gonna hit that at least, right? That could find us a Weezing here at least. There's the Sabrina for next turn. I do need to bail on the coughing because otherwise it's gonna get knocked out by the Moltres. We do lose to their second copy of Sabrina, and there's nothing I can do to play around that here because we bricked on the Weezing. Shame that that's been... And there's a good chance they have the second one because they're bricked on Charmander evolutions. Potion would imply they don't have it because there's no reason to potion if they have it. Asshole. It's... The games change, but gamers continuing to take lots of needless game actions before they show you they have lethal stays the same. I would say never change, gamers, but please consider changing. Alright. This is a reminder to my fellow olds, if you've been sitting for a while like me, you should stand up and stretch. Maybe grab some water. We are going first. We'll open on the duck. Ideally, we open on coughing Weezing, but duck will do in a pinch. You're 1 turn late, coughing. We can top deck our X speed. We can get Weezing up. I like the smoky flare on Weezing. I got the smoky flare on one of them. Need one more. Nice t-shirt, thanks. Into the AM's actually a stream sponsor. They're having a sale right now. You should check them out. Great high quality products, a lot of awesome designs. They are responsible for, actually just got new shirts. I'm over 30 now, and 29 before the last 2 I just got. Did you just Sabrina me for free? Thank you, gamer. Although, I suppose dealing 20 to my coughing means if they put Starmie EX up, they get to... Okay, so... I think I just accept that we're gonna get cracked by Starmie EX. What if there's ever a world where I'm supposed to put the energy on Jigglypuff to work towards Wigglypoof next turn? Because the evolved to Starmie here also gets rid of poison. Yeah, their Sabrina is actually really good. Thinking about how the breakpoints work here. Sub-Arrow, thank you for the entire year of support. Oh, they don't have the Starmie EX. Well, that makes their play a whole lot less good. open to draw it. Their play was really good if they had it. They did not. So Frostmoth here puts my active Pokemon to sleep, which means it has a chance to do nothing the following turn. But Koga can pick up a sleeping Weezing, which is nice. I'm gonna leave a spot on my bench open in case I draw a second Coughing. How do I use currency to buy things like Sabrina? From the pack screen, there is a pack points icon in the bottom right. Sleeping Weezing, so it's me. I mean, you said it, not me. Ooh, they top decked the Starmie. That's real good for them. Wushu, thank you for the prime, appreciate it. Alright, if their last card is Giovanni, I could be in trouble. How long do I plan on streaming for tonight? I don't know. We'll see what the numbers look like as we get into the evening. I don't have any baseline for streaming after dark. Normally I've turned into a gremlin by now. So I guess even if they have Giovanni, I get to crack it, knock out the Starmie back with the Farfetch'd, and then we're 2-2. And then their Sleep Dork is potentially problematic. I guess second Giovanni on the Sleep Dork lets them put down the Farfetch'd. This is guaranteed to be Coughing. The Coughing's a great pull here because it means that if they don't have Giovanni and we wake up, we can get the Weezing up and poison their Dork. So EX Pokemon award 2 knockout points, so we're tied 2-2 now. So first spot check here is, do they have the Giovanni? Second check is, we're 50% to wake up from sleep and be able to move into Weezing. A lot of decks only have room for one Giovanni, but there's room for those in flex slots too if you want to be more aggressive. And the opponent's deck looks pretty aggressive, so it could have potential for that. Alright, we got it. Coolio. And then our Giovanni here actually means we have lethal this turn. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to retreat. I'm BMing now. I'm so sorry, opponent. My turn for a ball movement. I just had my sequence locked in my head. We did not need no Weezing here. Game actions! It's me, chat. I'm the problem. I am the problem. It's me. Speaking of things that are problematic, non-subs, these ads might feel problematic, but they won't be over gameplay. We'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. And also denied Duck his well-deserved MVP. That's true. All right, I owe some Raichu games, huh? Let's get built in here. First, we gotta set the cosmetics, obviously. My kingdom to be able to set defaults on some of these. I think it's just those 12. The goal here is, I guess we don't have to play Electrode if we're playing Magneton. Could play something else. The idea here is Lieutenant Surge moves all lightning energy from your bench Pokemon up to a Raichu, Electrode, or Electabuzz. Playing Electabuzz and Farfetch'd as the last two is kind of interesting. If you're into max deck slots, yeah, I've had to wear my deck slots down a few times. Electabuzz do. He's kind of playable, yeah. Does average of 60, but he pokes himself. Does it work like we thought for soft-line players? You delete the game and reinstall. Exactly that. I wonder, I was gonna play Farfetch'd. But I wonder, is it ever Kangaskhan as a thick mama frontline? So we can build up the bench into double Raichu? And then I don't have to play X speed if that's the plan. You're guaranteed 1 EX at the start, and which EX you're guaranteed to get is determined by which pack you open, which I cover in my best packs breakdown. Let's try thick mama frontline. And then not play the X speeds. Let's grab like Potion, I think. I think a Giovanni and a Potion sounds nice, because Giovanni Raichu lets you OTK a Mewtwo, which is appealing. This game a step back for power creep on the TCG. It's a full reset. So the core game rules of like attacking and putting energy on things the same, but decks are 20 cards. There's only 3 knockout points instead of 6. And all the cards are different. So there'll be some similarities if you're familiar with the regular TCG, but it's not remotely one-to-one. Following you to another game, good stuff. What's going on, Juggernaut? Thanks for the 31. I want to make it clear for the regulars, by the way, that are hanging out and are unsure on Pokemon. For the rest of the week with Pocket launching tonight, I'm going to be doing Pocket all day tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. But I envision going into next week, I'm going to split my time between Pocket and Snap. While Snap's at a little bit of a low point in their release cycle right now, I don't, like, that's not going to last forever. The Raichu here, the one we built around, does 140 for 3, but requires you to discard all the energy attached to the tune. There's Magneton, who has a 4 energy, deals 60 attack, but it attaches that energy to itself every turn, which is appealing. Now, Kangaskhan could throw hands here and knock out Magnemite in 1. That would be an ideal for us. Alright, their Kangaskhan did the opposite of knocking us out in 1. Lieutenant Surge lets us move energy up to our active Raichu, so we'll build up the Magneton and then be able to transfer energy over, ideally. Hey, Sparkles, happy launch day to you too. Are we pulling it all night? Or probably not all night. A little bit more at least. I want to do a nice full day tomorrow during my normal time slot so the regulars can see me play. Double Surge is fun. So opponent setting up Dragonite stuff. Actually, first time playing into that tonight. Our mama's turn to flail out. One silly card I'd love to experiment with is Poliwrath. I think Poliwrath's unfortunately pretty bad in the current metagame. Mewtwo and Charizard both just make it look kind of embarrassing. I think the more one knockout point Pokemons that deal like 40 and 70 would need to be more popular for that card to be good. Rhubarb Toast with the 5 gifted. It's very generous. Appreciate that. Alright, 2 hits is great here. It means that if their Kangaskhan knocks out my Kangaskhan, my Magneton can finish. $60 for 4. It's going to put another energy on itself next turn. Hanga Mama, take me home, Victory Road. I would be very surprised if they ever added a Dark Moon to this game. Let's get Electabuzz on the bench. Magneton gets to charge up here. They are notably missing Dragonite so far. Doesn't mean they can't top deck her. I guess I could be sandbagging it too. Dragonite's probably lethal. It has 160 HP, which means it's outside of Raichu's reach. This one? Question mark? Yes. I think we're out of basics. Do I have one more Magnemite? Yep. So, this sequence means that if they top deck Dragonite and don't get the win with it, a Sabrina can let us win the game with their Farfetch'd on the bench. Send in Raichu for the Dragonite breakpoint. Why does sending up Raichu matter? Oh, because the Raichu would go to 60. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, we're supposed to let Raichu hit 40 because the Dragonite deals 50. Because now the Dragonite only needs to hit the Pikachu one time and then hit something else twice. So statistically, we die here. I need, because of what I did, I need 20 on, I need 100 on everything. Okay, so if I would have put the Raichu up, we actually live this here, yeah? But I think we lose if we don't draw the Sabrina anyways. Yeah, I agree. I should have put the Raichu up. So I should have zoomed in on the Dragonite. Dragonite does 50 damage at random 4 times. So it does 200 for 4 energy spread across. And I didn't give myself the chance to draw Sabrina there. Ferox, thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Happy release night. Where do I need to swipe my credit card? And inside of your app store. Credit card ready. Raichu needing 1 energy to retreat seems unintuitive with needing 3 energy attack. I believe the retreat costs are mostly flavor based in this game. Like I'm pretty sure the retreat costs are related to how fast or slow the Pokemon is. He changes the client since it's full release. No. Just some extra cosmetics. Extra shop stuff. Gamers, this is the wrong channel to ask on what your optimal reroll strategy is. My optimal reroll strategy is swiping my credit card. Electabuzz. Kinda not great into Mewtwo. I need to hit a heads here or two. This is me putting energy up. But I deal 80 on a heads, and on tails I'm gonna get knocked out. Okay, that's a heads. So if we tap another heads next turn, we got him. And Mewtwo EX from my starter pack is that special everyone gets. That's special. The guaranteed EXs you can get are Arcanine, Marowak, or Executor. Yes, none of the immersives are guaranteed. You're guaranteed an EX and you're guaranteed a full art Kanto starter. Your guaranteed picks. If you want to know which ones you're guaranteed for what, check out the best packs breakdown at the top. Oh, that's interesting. I just don't even want to risk it. I guess with double X speed, that makes sense. That they can charge up for the 150 next turn. I need to hit a Pikachu here. So I need to hit Pikachu into our other Lieutenant Surge. I think bricking on the. I think bricking on that means we're dead. I'm having the Gardevoir set up here. Pretty ideal start for the opponent, having their Mewtwo with double X speed to save it without discarding energy and the Gardevoir right away. Mewtwo starting on curve Gardevoir is a pretty tough sell into their deck when you don't have like a Weezing. It wasn't technically a closed beta, it was a soft launch. So no, there was no reset. Oh my gosh! Does this Giovanni let me steal this game? Oh my gosh, the Giovanni could let me steal this game. So that's one knockout point for them. This does 60 plus 10. Virgin Malaser. So the Pokeballs and X speeds you get from spending your tickets in the shop. There's 2 knockout points. Now, the tough part here is this Gardevoir gets going in 2 potentially if they top deck another Gardevoir. So I really need to draw a basic here. So I don't lose to having no basics. Ideally, we find Pikachu so we can get working towards a Raichu finish. I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, it's sort of a light here. You put it. Great. Yeah. How do you play on the computer? There's no PC client for this game. You play on Android and iOS. I'm not convinced that Lieutenant Surge decks are competitive. There's a few iterations we can try, and Raichu reads like a powerful card. Going second. Let Big Mama start throwing hands here. I think I'm actually not going to play the second Kangaskhan out. So I think I want to be able to get Magneton and Electabuzz building on the bench potentially. Yeah, I'm not. The Electabuzz being included in here is something that I'm 0% certain on. There's a good chance that Electabuzz is the not playable weak link. I think I only have 1 copy of him though, so it felt like it was worth trying. Yes, just because Surge works on 3 Pokemon doesn't mean you need all 3 of them. It's fine. Big Mama is gonna throw hands here and knock out this egg in 1. Anybody else feeling scrambled eggs on turn 1? You were supposed to scramble the eggs, Kangaskhan. Ticket shop for item cards. You're eventually gonna have plenty of tickets for the shop. They're copious. They added the 300-point cosmetic ticket inside the shop because there was no sync in there by default. Oh, they don't have Executor. Well, that's really good for us. Now, it is worth noting that if they have Victory Bell on curve here, they can pull up Magnemite and knock it out. Greninja decks outside of Starmie. I think Greninja is one of the more flexible Pokemon in the game. I'm partial to Greninja Executor, but I think Greninja Alakazam is also pretty good. And so is Greninja Weezing. Greninja needing largely colors energy lets you splash it in a lot of spots. You can find gameplay and deck list with Alakazam and Executor up on my Dex channel. So Victory Bell has a pretty potent fragrance trap here. Lets them force a basic from my bench up. So let's them put Magnemite up to the active spot and knock it out here. It's a damn shame I don't have Lieutenant Surge. Because if I had Lieutenant Surge, we could put up Raichu and take the KO here. So if I wait long enough, I get packs. Yeah, you can open 2 packs every single day. Also, this game is designed to be a collecting game in part, so your daily missions can just be opening your packs or doing a pack and a wonder pick, and you still clear and get the free stuff. You don't have to actually even play games to collect rewards and progress. So if you're just like in maintenance mode, it's like 2 seconds to log in, open your loot boxes, and build your collection, and then move on to the next day. You don't have to actually log in and play games every single day to keep making account progress, which is nice. Alright, so Kenga's going down here, but Raichu is charged up to finish the Victory Bell after the fact. But Raichu has to blow its load to kill Victory Bell, which means we'll have to take time to charge back up, which is not stellar. Does the competitive Pikachu EX deck play Raichu? It does not. The competitive Pikachu EX decks that have been popular do not play Raichu. Oh, you chose not to knock out Kenga. That's interesting. I think that's good for me. How's EX Machamp? Kinda stinky. Or at the very least not figured out. I have a full EX tier list here where I talk through the 15 EX Pokemon that are currently in the game if you want my thoughts on them. Speaking of things that were kind of stinky, my hand. Thanks, red card. Ancient Nil, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate the 1.5 years. Welcome back. They have no knockout points currently. The Surge potentially gives us an avenue to victory here. So we're going to pull this Raichu back and hopefully crack him for at least 10 with Kangaskhan. Not looking to draw anything. They do have 1 knockout point currently, that is accurate. Oh, The weeping bell in the back complicates things because the Electabuzz. I think that's probably the game. So, we don't know the details on how trading is going to work in this game yet. But my base assumption is that trading is going to involve only trading your 3rd and 4th copies of cards. Which would mean maybe if you spend a lot of time re-rolling free-to-play accounts, you could end up like trading 1 or 2 diamond cards that you're like completely bricking out or need for cosmetics. Got the Electabuzz, he's been kind of poopy. I'll play at X speed, I think. Yeah, I also expect trading will take some type of resource like Wonder Stamina or whatever it does. I expect, however trading is structured, it will not allow you to endlessly re-roll free accounts to get free value. And I wouldn't be surprised if figuring out those exact details is why they haven't launched it yet. Starting on Porky Pika is not where we want to be in life. Is there any reason to save hourglasses? Only if you have all of the cards in the game. So like I'm saving hourglasses because I don't mechanically need any more mechanical cards. Thanks, my hand was poopy. I need more basics. If 2 stage 1 lines and red card in their Dragonite deck, holy video gamer. Oh, I always forget this is not weak to lightning. It's a fairy is weak to metal. I've heard people say you might have to reach a certain level before trading is unlocked. Sure, that's one of the 100 ways they could lock people out from making free-to-play accounts to do it. Okay, so there's a few ways you could structure that. All right, Big Mama. We have time for Weezing or Ninja. No, I think this is gonna be our last deck for the night. Floating right around 700 people, which isn't quite enough to push super late. I want to get some sleep and then do a full day tomorrow. Start with it tomorrow. 100% we can start with it tomorrow. Write you here. Do I do this? Yeah, Mama feels like she's gonna throw hands, chat. Get the Giovanni out here. Better than the full brick, at least. We rolled 2 tails. If we hit 2 tails there, we would have done nothing. Agent Venom is really, really bad. It is another aggressively mediocre Marvel Snap card release after months of aggressively mediocre Marvel Snap card releases. Hopefully November is less sad for that game. Or were you last turn, Mama? I guess Kangaskhan is kind of awkward into Dragonite. that doesn't kill it particularly quickly, and the Dragonite's not guaranteed to knock it off my bench. Yeah, Giovanni doesn't do damage if you don't do damage. And then the Dragonite on curve here, we are gonna get got. Excuse me? They didn't have it and they're dead. We take those. The extra gold from the bundles appears in your gift thing. You have to go claim it. It says that if you read when you're buying it, but it's kind of easy to miss. Mailbox or something. It's very silly. You shouldn't have to do it. Hopefully a quality of life is that stops being a thing. I assume that's a temporary thing, like they had a bug and this was a temp fix. Yeah, I hope so. It feels like that from the outside as a software person. Pikachu. Pokeball. The emblems do anything, they do not. I am not in a rush to get another Magnemite down, I don't think. I really like Jolteon. I think Jolteon's a super solid Pokemon Pocket card. Is Charmander about to Ember me, gamers? Holy crap, it Embered me. They never do that. Alright, they found the Moltres. They have the X speed here. We have a game, as they say. That being said, Magneton does put Moltres down in 2 hits. Yeah, the lightning weakness matters here, so we get 80 a crack. How many Inferno Dance heads do they get over 2 turns, and do they have Charizard? Are the 2 questions that need answering. Brick! That's a very soft landing. Oh, you know what? If this draws Magneton, it's a reason to have played Magnemite last turn. Let's play this out now while we're thinking about that. Charge in my bolts. Dopefish! Thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Red card. I guess I'm a little sad I didn't use potion, but also let's dig for our evolutions now. Hey Jeff, I want to say your deck building is top notch. The best I've encountered in Pokemon Pocket so far. Thanks. Oh, this is a huge punish for not using the potion. I didn't think about this. This is a good line from the opponent, getting the Charmeleon up and finishing with it. Yeah, this is really well played on their part. I really hope we see more interesting deck builders come into the game with the global launch. We talked about this a little bit in my Discord server, but Pokemon Pocket's deck building community, for lack of a better term, before the release is the most basic level 1 deck building I've ever seen in any card game ever. Like, it feels like the gamers discovered the pre-built aggressive decks that the designers very clearly wanted people to easily find, and then they stopped trying. Yeah, that lack of a potion on the Magneton is gonna cost me this, I think. If they had the Charizard, I was dead either way, but they don't have it so far, so definitely should have potioned to play around the Fire Claws and the Charmeleon. Yep. Yeah, Put played this really well with their bad draw. There's the Charizard, GG Put it. And it's gonna be GG for me for the evening as well. To any new folks, if you're looking for a plethora of information on Pokemon Pocket, please check out my Pocket YouTube channel. We've got the best packs breakdown to open to start it out, along with details on why Charizard is the best pack. There's a tier list up there for all of the EX Pokemon. I break down the best non-EX Pokemon in the first set, in my opinion. And there's a ton of deck guides up there. Tomorrow morning's video before I go live will be a budget decks roundup, talking about decks that don't need EX Pokemon, that are found in just single packs, just Pikachu, just Mewtwo, just Charizard. And I'm going to be live here on twitch.tv and at youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland, live streaming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, playing all sorts of stuff, viewer submissions, and other brews. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's find someone excellent we can raid into here, huh? It's like Loopy Fist is doing some Pokemon Pocket this evening. I don't get a chance to raid Loopy super often because he's on later than I am, but Loopy does a lot of Marvel stuff. He's been doing some Pocket as well. Makes great stuff. Check him out if you're looking for people this evening here on the Twitch side.